Hit me!
Be careful with your own stereotype. It could become a prison.
What's up, players? I know last month's podcast was really random.
Let's see. Hey, Toad, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
But this month I have something extra special. It's my Props to the Dead Kennedys podcast.
Went to a party, and that's all night. I made 16 beers and decided to fight.
The Dead Kennedys rose to popularity during the 1980s when Reagan America was really conservative and kind of boring. And the pop music of that time was, not that interesting. So the Dead Kennedys took the experimental 1970s punk of bands like The Clash from England
London calling to the faraway towns. Now war is declared and battle come down.
and fused it with the hardcore punk stuff of bands like Minor Threat. But take away all that history. What really made the Dead Kennedys awesome was their singer Jello Biafra. I want to point out some of the classic Jello Biafra moves that you may have seen if you were going to shows in the 80s. Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher had a harmonious relationship, and this pissed off the Dead Kennedys. So Jello invented this move called the Margaret Thatcher slap. Watch it again. He's basically saying, Margaret Thatcher, you may want to reinvade the Falkland Islands, but that's not how you run a functional society. Here's Margaret Thatcher's response. She's like, stop it, Jello. Here's another dance move. Jello Biafra proved that you didn't have to act macho all the time. Imagine being in a metal band and trying to pull that off. You couldn't. You get your ass beaten every night. Check out this move again. The most popular drug of the 1980s was cocaine. So Jello came up with this dance move called Kick the Habit. As you can see from this move, many of the Dead Kennedys fans agreed with their anti-drug stance. Check out the reaction of some of the people in the front row. They're saying it's the 80s. Punk rock fans aren't going to be hooked on cocaine. Punk rock fans don't have time for big business. They said punk rock fans don't have time for manufactured pop bands. In 1985, the Dead Kennedys put out a record called Frankenchrist. Included with the Frankenchrist record was a giant pull-out poster by the Swiss artist H.R. Geiger. So this album came out, and Tipper Gore and the PMRC were really trying to make music safe for kids, and so they sued the Dead Kennedys for having the H.R. Geiger poster come with the record. But I don't think that they should have been that surprised, because if you're a political band, of course your liner notes are going to be controversial. You're not going to have pictures of My Little Ponies and Ninja Turtles and Mickey Mouse.
You're out of luck.
Tipper Gore lost the case against the Dead Kennedys, but it financially hurt them a lot. Jello Biafra eventually left the band to help run Alternative Tentacles. Interesting footnote, he helped get Wesley Willis famous. The Dead Kennedys are touring now, but it's not the same lineup. Jello does his spoken word stuff. He tours with that. So that's why the Dead Kennedys were awesome. Go spread the word about them. And remember, they are 10 times cooler and more interesting and more important than any band you will ever see on the cover of Alternative Press. If you don't know, now you know. Peace.
Tonight, that we got the truck. We're going downtown, gonna beat up the drunks. You're to the drive, I'll bring the beer. It's a late shift, no one to fear.